Students, we are working on page 356 in our guided reading packets. This is grammar. We're talking again about contractions. This time, instead of with verbs, we're doing contractions with pronouns. All right, so make sure that you have your guided reading packet handy. Remember, it's 356. Contractions with pronouns. Follow along with me in the box. You can make contractions with pronouns and some helping verbs. Use an apostrophe to take the place of the letter or letters dropped. So I plus am is I'm. They plus are is their. You plus have is you've. He plus is he's. She plus has is she's. And he plus had is he'd. So just like yesterday's assignment, we're going to find the words that are underlined in 1 through 4, and you are going to rewrite that as a contraction. So in number 1, you will like the article about the Grand Canyon. We're going to take you will, we're going to combine those into a contraction. And this example, it actually isn't up at the top. You plus will is you'll. So actually we take out the WI, we combine the two words, we take out the WI, and we put an apostrophe in the middle. So you'll. You'll like the article about the Grand Canyon. So instead of saying you will like the article about the Grand Canyon, we say you'll. Okay? So figure out the rest of those contractions as you go down. If you're not sure on any, and the example's not at the top, see if you can figure it out. See what you can do if you combine those two words. Are there some letters that you'll take out? Does it make a contraction that maybe you've heard before? So try it out. But if you do have questions, for sure leave a comment for me. Now you can either pause and do 1 through 4, or you can just skip to the instructions for 5 through 8. It says rewrite each sentence to use a contraction for each pronoun and helping verb. I am reading a book about Lewis and Clark. That's number 5. I am reading a book about Lewis and Clark. Well, the pronoun in here is I, and the helping verb is am. So I am. So we're going to take those, we're going to combine them together, and it becomes I'm. I'm reading a book about Lewis and Clark. So I'm not going to write the rest of my sentence out, but I am just taking this I am, combining it to make a contraction I'm. Okay, and then you can rewrite the rest of the sentence on there. Okay, Thomas Jefferson, this is number 6. Thomas Jefferson knew he would be expanding U.S. territory. He is the pronoun and would is the helping verb, so we're going to combine those two. He plus would is he'd. H-E''D. So we're taking out a lot of letters from would, aren't we? The W, O, U, and L. 4 letters. We're just keeping the D. But it looks like he'd. And it makes sense when we read it. Thomas, if I could talk, Thomas Jefferson knew he'd be expanding U.S. territory. Right? That works. We use contractions all the time when we talk. Sometimes we don't notice that we use them as much as we do. So we've got to make sure that we can write them and use them properly in our writing. Okay? So finish 7 and 8. You can do this page really quickly. Have a good day.